Hey
Hey
guys.
guys,
Oh, well, you go ahead and do it.
welcome to the Phoenix Podcast.
And we are back with another episode, and Savannah is dying. Oh. Okay, talk, Savannah. You're back.
Okay, here we go.
Okay.
All right. So have we? All right. Okay. So today we're going to be talking about Paladins versus Overwatch, which are two video games that are fairly similar, but do have their big differences, and we're just going to talk about the differences and also which one we personally think is better.
Even though Tiffany over here has no idea which of them are. So, this is going to be fun. Okay, so while I'm giving the basics of the game, Tiffany, you better be listening. So, Overwatch is a sort of push the payload style of game. And if you don't know what that means, it is you pick out your character in your little spawn hub, and you can choose between three certain classes that you chose at the beginning of the game. So once you load in the menu and you choose to join a game, you have the option to be tank. I think it was defense, attack, and support. It was between those three. So you'd pick those, you would join a lobby, and then you could choose any characters from the support class, the defense, or attack. So you can choose between those. Of course, the defense is pretty much the tanks, which have a lot of health, don't do as much damage, and they're pretty slow. Um, the I still don't know what the classes are called. I'm just gonna call it the attacks. Please do not hate me in the comments for not doing it. I've only played Overwatch for like a few weeks just because I could get it for free and I wanted to see how the game played. Compared to Paladins, but pretty much the attacks, which are the people who do a lot of damage, move really fast, but have a lower health pool. And then of course you got the support, which can heal people. One character can bring you back to life if you die. That was one of their abilities, and all this other stuff. So it's pretty much you have to go and capture a small point with the enemy team not being on there, so you're going to have to kill them. And then once you capture the point, the team has to push their payload to a certain point on the other side of the map, which is near the spawn. And you have to constantly do that. And then there's other ones that are just capture the point and Savannah's gone. And there's others that are just team deathmatch. So it's sort of a nice combination of little mini games, I would say. That's a lot. Okay, so now Paladins, which I have a little more information on, just because I have been streaming on my channel on Twitch, and I have played a few games there, and I have been grinding a lot with one of my friends just because I bought something, and last time I bought something on a game, I really didn't follow through with it, and I felt like that was sort of a waste of money, so I went back. So Paladins is more the same style. So you have the siege, which is to capture the point, push the payload. You have team deathmatch, which is you just fight between the heroes, and then you have different types of capture the point. So you have one where it is you capture one central point and it stays there forever. Another one is where you can actually capture the point, and every few minutes, I think it's like 45 to a minute, it changes spots, and you have to get up to a total of 400 points. So, yeah. And then you have test maps, which is just a few like maps that have just the outline of all of it, and they do not have like textures and all the nice, cool stuff, and they just say it so you can review it. And also, sorry for those who know what the games are. I'm sort of just giving a rundown for Tiffany and for just everyone who doesn't know what it is. And Savannah, you need to stop leaving. So as I was going on, a big difference between Paladins and Overwatch is, and this is just my opinion, I think Paladins has more of like a cartoony style compared to Overwatch. Is more of like a actual sort of thing because they have more textures and more realism. And also the fact that Paladins has 4 main classes and Overwatch only has 3. So Paladins classes are tanks, which is the front line. Flanks, which are more the people who execute everyone. Damage,
Ooh,
of
fun.
course, damages all the people, and it makes it able for the flanks to kill them. And then you have the support, which is just there for healing and all that. Personally, my favorite is between the flank and the support. So, wait, what would you say? Oh, dang it. I was about to ask Savannah because she came back and was actually alive, and now she's frozen again. Savannah, can you still hear us and talk? And just leave your camera off?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Alright, so just leave your camera off. I'm sorry, guys, you were not going to get to see Savannah's face freeze every few seconds.
That's what I'm trying to.
Okay, so in your personal opinion, what is your favorite class that you've just seen? Because I know you haven't really played Paladins much, but what would be your favorite class that you've seen? Like, want to try most of all?
Seems like you're doing everything. I don't really want to be a healer. I'm trying to think. What's the
Frontline, support,
frontline?
flank, and damage.
Flank? That's what it is. I want to be a flank.
So
It just seems like a good position.
So the good thing about all of them, tanks, your main goal in the game is to capture the point, push the objective, all that, and you are meant to sort of get the most shielding and probably the most like deaths versus your kills, because you're not really supposed to kill anyone because you barely do any damage.
So, is like the tank rank similar to what you do in like World of Tanks?
I've never played World of Tanks, so I cannot give that.
Okay.
Okay, sorry, but flanks are more, like I said, execution style. They do quite a bit of damage. Like, one of my favorite characters is Maeve. She does 400 damage per shot and just 2 knives. So she throws it, that is 800 damage if you can hit your shots. But they are more built for execution, so they don't do as much damage, but they move super, super fast. And they have a lower HP. So very much, so tank compared to everyone else, tank has they have 4,500, 5,000 health, while most of the other characters have like 2,000, 1,900, stuff like that around that area. Your damage characters move a whole lot slower, not as slow as the tanks, but they do so much damage. It's okay, so they have not really the best balance because there's some flank characters like Eevee who does 850 damage. A flank character does 850 damage. Explain that to me. But so the difference between the flank and the damage, of course, damage is more damage, and flank is more fast. Now, support, I start off with support. One of my favorite characters is Ceres. She just highlights the aspect that a healer can do so much more. Healers, of course, heal, but the good thing about them is that they have, I'll explain this other aspect of the game that makes it better than Overwatch, in my opinion. Some of her cards, it makes her heal herself, so it makes you want to heal everyone else. And she can be very evasive and offensive at the same time. So that's what I like about her, mainly because one of her abilities is able to heal herself while she does damage to the other player. But those are a few things about that. And they don't do as much damage, but they do more damage than tanks. So some more aspects of Paladins that Overwatch does not have is in Paladins you can actually have a set amount of cards. It's like 5 or 4 per thing. So every ability you have, for example, let's say you have a character and he can chuck a trident because his character is like water themed. So under that trident, it could be increased cooldown speed, every elimination you get, every hit you deal with this heals you for so much, and then you can upgrade that to 5. But the thing is that you can only have a certain amount of like upgrade, I would say. So every card at least has 1 in it. So as you upgrade it to level 5, that decreases the amount of cards you can have. It's very complicated. So think of it like this. Overall, you can have 5 cards, and you have to have 5 cards. Okay, so
What's with the awkward silence here? It's like,
my dog was screaming in the background. I was hoping that y'all couldn't hear him. Okay, so pretty much you have 5 cards.
well, you freezing just made it to where we could hear.
So, pretty much, so you have a maximum slot of 15 upgrade, I would say. So as you upgrade, that goes up, and you have to have at least 15. So let's say I have a card here and it's level 1, and then I have a card here that's level 4, level 5, level 4, level 1. So that gives me 8, 13, and then 15. So that's how much I have. So as you upgrade them, you have to. So it's very complicated to explain, but when you see it, it's super easy to understand. Trust me. So if you have any better ways to explain it to Tiffany, because I know she probably did not understand a thing I said about that, please comment below.
I understood some of it, but not all of it.
Well, the cards are very complicated to explain. And also to highlight some of the supports that do too much damage. Like, so for example, we have a Grover, which is pretty much a tree with an axe, which is very weird because that makes no sense whatsoever, but still. Pretty much he can do 300 to 400 damage per shot. The farther he is away from his opponent, though, he can do up a max of 720 damage. So that goes to show that, yeah. So we sort of went through everything. Savannah, without you, I'm very sorry. All right, can you hear us? She still hasn't connected to our audio.
She's still connecting to audio.
Did not connect. This is our beautiful lives. Okay, shameless plug, guys. We have a Discord. This is a naughty TV. That is my Harry Potter.
No. I meant like my nephew just turned on Blue's Clues.
Oh, I do not hear anything. No.
Okay, thank God.
While Savannah is checking, let's do a shameless plug. And we have a Discord if you want to join it. It will be linked in the description. Mom, I am trying to do a. I'll be right back, guys. I'm sorry, guys. My mom is just funny.
The last couple seconds was me laughing at the fact that you look like any other teenager on YouTube.
Well,
like you muted like this.
No, it's just the funny thing is that normally my mom respects my privacy because I tell her that I have a video going on, but then out of nowhere she just walks in. I'm just like, I told you that I'm doing something right now.
But the way you looked like you were screaming.
No, I wasn't screaming. I was like whispering and yelling at the same time. It's like that. I tried to do something right now. Like, yeah. You tell me you've never done that to your parent. Like, come on.
Okay, I have. You, Savannah? Ooh, there's 2 of you!
Oh my God.
We get like double vision.
Oh, dang it. How's it already been 40 minutes?
Okay, so.
No, I'm confused. It says 10 minutes remaining.
Yeah, you've been talking for a while, Andrew.
No, we started at 10:15. It's been 15 minutes.
It's because as soon as you join on to the Zoom video, it starts your 40 minutes. So if you weren't recording, then you'd do fine. But it's like as soon as you get in.
This is hilarious.
Oh, you like my 2 angles? Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah, so I downloaded Zoom on my phone, and I cannot hear anything that you're saying. I can't join with audio, and all I can do is see you and see myself.
Okay, this is fun. Let's go ahead and wrap up. So let's go ahead and wrap up this. No, not like
I prefer Paladins.
Okay, so Tiffany, you heard a little bit about the game, and Which one would you be more willing to try? That's just my overall question.
Probably Paladins. One, it's because you and Savannah
Talk about it.
are more likely to play it, so I'd be able to play with my friends pretty much.
Yeah. But if you had to choose between the two, which one would you most likely choose?
Probably Paladins. I know more about it.
Okay, and Savannah is gone, but she said her opinion is Paladins. Like I was saying at the beginning, I sort of grinded that game out, so I'd still choose Paladins over Overwatch. Now, these are like some of the things that people will say in the comments. I can just see it now. But Paladins is a ripoff of Overwatch. Well, yeah, but is Paladins dying if not already dead and very toxic? I think not.
Paladins is growing from the way it sounds.
Yeah. And I don't mean this in any rude way, because Overwatch is a really good game. But if you want to try to be that person, I can come back with many things.
Mm-hmm.
Overwatch is one of the most toxic games, except for Call of Duty and Fortnite, I would say, in my opinion.
Toxic. Can you explain what you mean by toxic?
They're like, oh my gosh, you're such trash, you should stop playing the game. Or, you suck, just go kill yourself, sort of thing. That's what I mean by toxic.
Oh, fine.
Yeah, people say that in actual games. I'm not even kidding. You need to get more introduced into the game world. And I'm not going to introduce you to the PC world until we've gotten you into Xbox Land. Because Xbox Land is toxic enough. That's the one reason I do not want to resort to PC, even though it's amazing. There's so many toxic people, and you're so open. So,
that's why I don't talk to
Overwatch-
other people except people I know.
So Paladins is actually growing, and Overwatch has been dying for a while. So it was sort of like Fortnite. I'm guessing when Overwatch 2 comes out, because they're actually coming out with an Overwatch 2 just to probably get everything back. But I'm guessing that when Overwatch 2 comes out, everything will be replenished and stuff, and the only people who are still playing it is the OGs, in my opinion. Because my cousin still plays Overwatch. He still loves it. Do I judge him? No. Should he stop playing?
Kind of like how. Is it kind of like how the only people who are still playing? Because I remember my dad talking about a PC game that he used to play, and that he played it and he was very good at the game until all these younger kids came in and started using the cheats to get better.
That is Roblox.
And he stopped playing the game because of that.
Well, no offense to Roblox users, I love Roblox, but when you go into Phantom Forces, for example, there are so many people. They're just flying across the map, just shooting with their pistol and insta-killing. Yeah, I've had that. No joke, funny story. I was playing, and then out of nowhere, I just see this guy flying around, and he's using an intervention, which is the very first sniper, and he's like level 2. And he's just going around shooting people. He's just shooting in the air, and everyone's dying instantly. Then he resorted to his pistol. And then, of course, somehow, someone on our team came out and did the same thing. So they were just flying in the air, battling each other. It was actually pretty funny. But, so stuff like that. And also, ever since, like, for example, my cousins, they're playing Fortnite. I don't like Fortnite. I don't like Fortnite. That's all I gotta say about it.
In my opinion with Fortnite, I never got interested in it. Then again, I'm more for puzzle games, you know?
Yeah.
To me, that's more interesting.
Instead of battle royale games. But,
yeah, those are all right.
But, we see the two Savannahs. It's the
We get
Illuminati.
2 views.
The Illuminatis. Okay, so but
Here, I can do a double view of me.
No. Okay, so like I was saying, just in my opinion, Fortnite is. My cousins still play Fortnite, and they said ever since the new people joined, because the big update came out with Deadpool and all that, the OGs have started like not slacking, but they're getting worse, and all the newer people are like so good. I just find that to partially be that
They're used to playing it the way it was when they originally started playing. So
and then new people are getting tactics and stuff that, yeah. So that's I just never liked Fortnite. Like one day, and I think that they just made the game easier. One day I was just like, okay, I just want to see why everyone is saying that Fortnite is so good because I played it with my cousins just because. And a few months ago, I was just like, you know what? I'm just going to install this, play it once, and then delete it. So I did. I did it for no obvious reason. I was just bored that day, I guess. I downloaded it. I played it. I played one match and I got second place. After not playing it for, no joke, 2 years.
My mom never let us play Fortnite because like everyone was getting addicted to it when it first came out. So it was like,
I never liked it. I never liked it.
But my thing is, I think it's ironic that
It's
like
like
a lot of people when it first came.
We don't want to cut her off, but just know that she's lagging. Okay, just Savannah text me because we can barely hear you and it's not going well. So hopefully Savannah will text me because she's glitched out, and I'll tell you what she has to say. But I agree with her. I just think it's funny. And the funny thing about it all is that everyone was sort of wasting their money all on a game. But the funnier thing was that all of them were quitting after a few months. So my opinion, you're not getting your money's worth, I would say, even though you can't really get your money's worth for games unless you're doing YouTube. But so I just and the
I
funnier
don't think
thing,
it's worth it to pay because I've noticed. Sorry for interrupting you, Andrew.
it's fun.
But from seeing the prices of games like these days, like if you look, I'm gonna take another like what seems to be other people say is over talked about, which is like Ark Survival. Like you look at the price of that, it's about $40 to $50, and like the only time an average person really wants to pay for something that they've never heard about is when it's like on sale for like 80% off, $10.
Well,
And
for example, Overwatch is still $60.
yeah, it's like
People get, this is how people work. I give you an update, so you pay more. And by the way, we will have less a minute, so we're gonna have to wrap this up fast. I'm sorry for cutting you off, Savannah.
Oh,
I'm sorry, we did not hear
no.
your beautiful voice and commentary. Guys, hopefully we can get this fixed right here. But guys, I really hope you enjoyed this episode. I know it was a whole lot shorter than normal. Leave your comments down below which one you like more, Paladins or Overwatch, and support that. Yes, this is going to be like school. I need you to tell us why you like it so much. No, but please
yeah, like
tell
it's
us
like
which one you like. Tell us why you like it more. And please comment. That's all I'm going to say. I'm not going to go off on a rant like I did last time. Just please comment.
please
And
comment.
like I said, hope you enjoyed the video. Everyone will say bye.
Bye.
Bye.